been recording. Whoops, I didn't know that. Hey guys, it's Angie Rush here, and I'm so excited. We're on to week 2. And like I said in my kale video, my cooking kale, I'll link that down below. I got a lot of ish to tell you guys. So, I made, give me 1 second. So I decided to keep track of what I need to tell you guys throughout the week, and look at all that. It's exciting. It's exciting. What did I want to do? So now I decided, because I filmed this on Sundays, and I put it up on Monday, which I post Mondays and Fridays. And welcome to my new subscribers, all 82 of you. Hello. I made a conclusion that I am going to, now at the end of the day, I will do a little diary entry and then collect them all and post on Sunday, just so I'm not just so it's gonna balance out better and I can actually talk about fully everything. So, and you can know what happened Monday, blah 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 blah. So first thing, we'll talk about what happened. So you guys remember how we had beef with one of the girls, and we kind of, I don't know if I told you guys in the last video, but we sorted it out with one of the girls, but one of the girls still doesn't really like us. There's 3 of them, and we sorted out with 2 of the girls, and one of the girls still, it's kind of like, what the heck, the one we called, so we sorted that out with them, and then she invited us to her birthday, which is really strange. And obviously we're like, yeah, sure, we'll go, and we're gonna probably go. So we cleared things up, thank God, hallelujah. And then Erin was trying to get her a job at our work, because I got Erin a job there and stuff, like a year ago or whatever, and I hate it. I know that's kind of weird, it's not because I hate her or anything, I do like her, but it's the fact because when I go to work, I don't want anybody from my school being there, because when I go to work, it's kind of to get, when I go to work, I just completely forget about everything. My mind's out of drama, it's just work, and it's a place to clear my head. That's why I like working. So with her going to be there, it's kind of like, because we're gonna work kind of similar schedules, so when she's there, it's kind of like she's gonna be like a constant reminder of school, and I don't really like that, which is kind of annoying. I was kind of telling my friend about this too, which is, I'm telling you, this is you guys, this is why I'm making this series, because I'm not good at talking to people about my problems. So I tried talking to her about it, and she just put laughing faces and went on to her drama. So I'm not talking to my friends about my problems anymore, because I feel like I'm talking to a wall. My friend actually watches this video. She's like the only one who watches the video. She's like my best friend. I lost her. We're not that close anymore because she's so busy with school, and it's kind of sad because I miss her so much. I hope she's watching this, because then she'll hit me up, but I miss her so much. We literally do not talk anymore, and the last time we talked was my birthday, October 25th, and she was just saying, oh my god, I'm sorry, dinner next week, and that didn't happen. So that's annoying. He texted me after 4 days. It made me mad. It irked me so much because we talked this one day, prime conversation, literally perfect, just picture perfect conversation. Then he didn't reply for 1, 2, 3, not just one day, it was 4. He left me hanging because his friends are a main priority, so that's annoying. And then he finally texted me, thank God. I was literally waiting on it because I was I really wanted to talk to him. Man, dating at my school is crazy. Let me tell you about that. There's this girl, she's an acquaintance. We used to be best friends, but that didn't work out because she ditched me. This is one of the girls in my videos. That she was a main part of my depression story video. Anyway, we're acquaintances. We talk here and there, and I guess literally terrible relationship. Her and her boyfriend just cheat on each other back to back, and they call that a relationship, and they just fight. And it actually makes me so mad. And she gets cheated on, and I'm like, why are you still with them? And she's like, you're right, like, I don't even need to deal with him, like, Angel, he's not worth it. And then they're back together. Like, it's literally a joke. Like, he has stacks on stacks girls on his phone, and she knows it. Ooh, there's this, I don't know what day this was, but it was, damn it, I don't remember the day, but I think it was a Monday. I didn't go to school. I literally just laid in my bed and slept because I didn't want to go. I wasn't feeling school. I wasn't feeling going to see people. Like, I didn't want to go. And my lovely teacher, I never skip her class. Lovely teacher, I love her. Hello, I love you. I don't. Called my parents. Annoying, right? And they are upset with me, and they're like, talk to us about it. You need to talk to us. And I'm like, I don't really need to talk to anyone. I don't want to talk to anyone. I have too much attitude, clearly. So, my friend, she hung out with like all the boys and stuff because her boyfriend's obviously part of them. She hung out with all the boys, and my crush was involved. I wish I got to go. Anyways, she like called me 2 times and texted me while I was talking to my parents about skipping. And then I tried to freaking text her back and stuff. She wouldn't answer, and then she made Snapchats with my crush. I was so upset. It actually got me feeling like really left out and stuff, and I hated it. I hated that feeling. Ugh. But I can't blame her because she was hanging out with her boyfriend and his friends tagged along, so I can't blame her at all. I just felt left out. I was also on my period, and I had the worst PMS ever, girl. So it wasn't helping at all. I was just so sad. And I was like crying. I was like, oh, like, well, like, I hate being on my period. Like, I don't get cramps. I just get emotionally drained, and I get acne. So, jeez. This is a big one. So I was out for sushi with my sister on Wednesday, Remembrance Day. And then this one, my friend, she's a friend, but she's like an acquaintance. He texted me. Anyway, he's like an acquaintance. She's like an acquaintance. Well, she's like a friend. We just had classes together, and then she kind of got attached to me. Like, she's one of those people, and like, I'm okay with being an acquaintance with her. I just don't want to be like hanging out with her and stuff, just because she's like definitely into the bad crowd. Like, she does cocaine, does meth, like, it's not good. Like, I ain't about that life, you know? You feel? So that happened, and I was texting her, and she was like really upset because this is a hot mess, so let me take a minute to explain. Last year, she was like doing some things with this guy in our class. He's literally brain dead because he's like, oh, he's like a drug addict, I swear. I know, right? We're 17 and we're drug addicts. Amazing. He's like a drug addict, and he was like brain dead. He's literally an idiot. She did things with him, and she got emotionally attached to him. Literally, I don't know how. I can't. Anyways, and he had a girlfriend. But obviously she didn't care. She's one of those girls. She had a girlfriend. He had a girlfriend, and sorry, I will explain why I just did that face because of this text. Anyway, he had a girlfriend, and then this year, I mean, she told his girlfriend like last year, and she's like, I'm so sorry, like, I regret doing that, blah blah blah. His girlfriend and her are like, were best friends like this. And then I can't say names, this other girl, which was my acquaintance's best friend. The 2 of them were now friends with his girlfriend. He's like such a bad boyfriend. Like, he'd hit her and abuse her and stuff. She finally broke up with him because she wanted to hook up with some black guy. I don't understand the teens of the society. Anyway, and my friend's best friend hooked up with him and moved into his house because she got kicked out of her house for skipping, and she's just a bad kid all around. And she got very upset about that because she's like, she stole him from me, blah blah blah, like, best friend stealing, boyfriend stood. I don't know why, it's girl code, you shouldn't do that, but that's their own world. But the thing is, she's done that multiple times with other people's boyfriends. I mean, her friends' boyfriends. She's done that a lot. Anyways, besides the point, she was very upset about that. She threatened to kill herself, and like, I've talked to people like this before. Like, I've had friends who say this, but I don't think they take it seriously. But her, I know she would because she's overdosed on things and stuff like that. Anyways, so her saying that, I was very scared, and then she wrote me this big goodbye paragraph. I was saying how she's gonna jump off a bridge. Her iMessage turned to texting, and she said she's like I'm leaving, like I'm not in the house, I'm looking for a bridge to jump off. And I'm like, hell no. Meanwhile, I am literally eating sushi with my sister. So I was like, hey, Irene, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. And she's like, okay. And I like go to the bathroom, and I try calling her and she won't answer her phone. And then I call one of my friends, and I'm like, what the fuck do I do? Like, do I have to call the police? Do I, like, I don't know what to do. And she's like, if you think it's that serious, call the like suicide hotline. I'm like, okay. So I'm like crying at this point, terrified. I'm literally in the restaurant bathroom, awkward, and like I like go to my sister and I'm like, Kate, I need to call the police. And she's like, no, wait a second, what's going on? I explained to her, and she's like, okay, first you need to, she's like, I don't know why you held this friend, you could have just talked to me and I could have told you what to do. I'm like, yeah, I don't know, I was in a panic. And she's like, yeah, you just call the suicide hotline. We found the number, I called them, they were really annoying. Literally, they're like, I mean, if you, speaking of the devil, she literally just texted me. And I'm like, yeah, like, my friend is going to. And they're like, okay, do you think this is a serious issue? I'm like, yeah, this is a serious issue. Like, I know she would do it. And they're like, okay, do you want to take some questions, or do you want to talk to police? I'm like, you're literally no help. I'm like, well, bye. I know she's going to. I rather take a serious step into this. I call 911, first time ever doing this. It was actually freaking terrifying, and I'm like bawling. I'm like, I like walked out of the restaurant, and I'm like, you know when you walk to the restaurant and they have kind of like the sitting area? I was sitting there and I'm like, my friend is texting me. It was so embarrassing. Like, it was really awkward because I've never done anything like this before, and I'm bawling, and I'm like, my friend is going to kill herself, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, and they're asking like all this information. I was telling them my last name, her last name, our first names, obviously, where I live, where she lives around. It was terrifying. And they ended up calling her, they found her, and they took her to the hospital, and she was admitted to the hospital, and they let her free the next morning. Anyways, the next morning she came to visit me at school. And I was like, yeah, like, what's up? She's like, you know, like, F them, like, I don't even care anymore, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, like, good, like, you shouldn't care, right? And I'm like, just drop it, like, don't even talk about them anymore, blah, blah. Made me so mad. And then she's like, okay, bye, thank you so much. Because she didn't know I told her, and I ended up texting her the next morning. And I was like, I told that I called the cops on you. Like, because she was like, somebody called the cops on me, I'm in the hospital now. And I told her, I'm like, I called the cops on you, like, I'm sorry, like, don't be upset, I was just worried. She's like, oh my god, thank you so much, I didn't know people cared about me this much. Yeah, anyway, we're at the next morning at school, and she like comes to my school because she doesn't go to my school anymore. Like, she went to a different school, and then she tried to come back to school and she couldn't. Anyways, she's like, she came to the school and she's like, yeah, thank you so much, blah blah. And she's like, well, bye, I'll talk to you. She's like, if I don't jump off a bridge or anything. That made me mad. I'm like, are you joking me? And Erin's like, well, it just shows how serious she was about the situation, and it made me so mad. And literally now she doesn't stop talking about it, which makes me really mad. And I told her, I'm like, okay, I think we should just stop talking about them. They're not your friends anymore. They're garbage. They're dirt. Nothing. Like, talking about them. And she continuously texts them and is like, fuck you guys. Like, whatever. You guys have fun together. And I'm like, you need to drop them because they're not worth it anymore. And she still hangs out with the guy, and she like always tries to get in contact with him, and like they do coke together, and it's just not my scene. It's not my scene. So I don't know what to do in that situation. But the guy, like, he stopped texting me when he's with friends, which is really annoying. It just shows his priority. It's annoying. Anyway, another thing, I have so much things to talk about. The guy, remember we had beef, remember I was telling you, anyway, the beef in the beginning with the 3 girls, and the one that doesn't like us, we found out that she is still sleeping with her ex, and he is dating someone else. Crazy, right? Anyway, so we all know this, and we're like, how are we gonna tell her, right? Because we want to tell her, and I wanted to, but last year I got involved in that situation. Remember how I told you guys how I told her? Anyways, I told her boyfriend that he cheated, that she cheated on him, blah blah, and like she hates me because of that. So I'm like, I don't really want to get involved in that situation again, blah blah blah. Erin's like, my boyfriend will kill me, he hates when I get involved in drama. This other girl, she's like, okay, well, I'm the only one she told, but me telling, well, she'll be mad at me. And anyways, and she doesn't want to tell her because the girl that is getting cheated on, that was her ex-best friend, and they got like a big argument. So if she were to tell her that, she wouldn't even believe her. Like, she's like really, really stubborn. I'm like, okay. And the other girl, she's like, I don't want to get involved, like she'll think I'm attacking her. So all four of us want to tell, but we don't know how, right? So Erin gets a message the other day from the girl, and we're like, yo, we have this group chat, and she was showing us, she's like, yeah, like dude, like the girl messaged me, the girl that's getting cheated on. And we're like, show us, right? It was a hot mess. So she's like, so she was like asking Erin, she's like, how do you know? She's like, I'm not naming names, but you need to know he is. Like, he's not being loyal to you. And she's like, okay, like, did he sleep with blah blah, the girl you're drawing with? And she's like, ask him, like, because she knows he does. And she's like, you ask him. I'm not naming any names. I don't want to get involved in this drama, blah blah. And then she's like, despite what you think, he's my man, and I'm going to deal with my own relationship however I please, so it's nobody else's business. High school comes with a lot of gossip, and words don't mean shit. So take your words into consideration, but don't think you can cause doubts by just telling me something that has no proof. Like, what are you talking about? And Erin was heated. She's like, okay, lol, it's true though. Maybe you should look at who your boyfriend has late night calls with, because it's not a girl named blank. I know a lot, and if I actually trust you, I'd tell you. Everyone seems to know he's cheating. Maybe you should listen and see if your boyfriend is honest. Like, bruh, we got drama. And we went to the office on Friday about her because she was like threatening to kill herself, the girl we have drama with, and we just wanted it all to end. And on Monday she's gonna get everybody's side of the stories, all the girls. We're gonna be put in a room and we're gonna have a group talk, which is kind of interesting, and I'll tell you guys how that goes. I had an argument with my family about work. It was really bad because my dad's going on a business trip next week and I work Friday and Saturday, so I don't want to go. I don't want to lose money. I don't like losing money. I don't like taking off work, and they got really mad at me. We got in a huge fight. Like, literally, me, my sister, and my mom were like yelling at each other because I was mad. I was on my period. Don't mess with me when I'm on my period. I was really upset because nobody was listening to me, and they're like, well, you're not 18, like, we don't even care. And I'm like, I don't care. Like, I have my own voice. Like, I can do whatever I want. Leave me alone. That was a big fight. He texted me finally because we all hung out in the car, not with him, but me and the girls and stuff. We like went to Subway, and then me and the girls and her boyfriend went to Subway, and like, we met up with the boys at lunch and stuff. The parking lot, we saw them because we like were all in the parking lot, like the 2 cars. We like all in the parking lot and we just talked. And then after that he texted me, and then we hung out later that night. We went to this bridge and they went on top of it, like across it, because they're psychopaths. And it was so cold and we didn't. We literally just stayed and walked and waited for them because we aren't psycho. We aren't crazy, okay? We're not about to die here. Yeah, anyway, and then after that, they were going to go to one of the guys' house. And they're like, yeah, like, and I'm like, no, like, I gotta get home, right? So I was talking to my friend in the car, and I was like, okay, like, everything seems to be going smooth. You can tell him I'm like, well, like, if you're alone with him, I'm like, you can kind of hint at it. Like, say you think, don't say you actually do. And then, like, she texts me and she's like, hey, like, there's not going to be any time where I'm alone with him. Like, should I just text him? And I'm like, no. First of all, I don't want him to show his friends. And she's like, hey, whatever. And then I'm like, hey, just go for it. So she texted him. And it was basically back and forth, him saying, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't think she does. I don't see her liking me, da-da-da, blah, blah. I don't know, I don't know. I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. And then my friend was like, hey, I'll ask her tomorrow, which is beautifully today. And we just staged something right now. We literally just staged, like, right this second we just did. Anyway, we staged it like my friend didn't know. Like, the whole time she was basically saying how she thinks she doesn't know, so don't say anything, blah, 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 like, we don't want to get it out. And we literally just staged it. But it was basically just me saying, like, yeah, I kind of feel the same way, but, like, don't tell anyone because I don't want the guys to know, because I don't know if he likes me, because then it'd be awkward, blah, blah, blah. She sent that to him, and she's like, told you she does, because he, like, didn't really believe it. Yeah. And he's like, whoa, you're right. And she's like, so do you feel the same way? And she hasn't given me a reply back, so I'll wait on that right now. But anyway, I'm happy this week had a lot of ups and downs. This is so much happened in this week. Ha! Ha! Jeez, my whole self is just draining. Yeah, we went to the bridge with those girls and the guys because we're good now. It's just the one girl that we still have beef with. She's like kind of floating her own way with these other group of friends because her ex-boyfriend was like, yo, like if we get back together, keep in mind he has a girlfriend. He's like, yo, if we get back together, you have to choose me or your friends. And she's like, guys, I don't know which one to choose, which is obvious to choose her friends because this guy is so controlling and just terrible and first boyfriend problems, right? Okay, so he texts her and she's like, because what'd she do it for? Because she sent him the text, our fake text, and he's like, wow, you're right. And she's like, haha, see? He's like, that was random, like quoting what I said. And she's like, I just had to ask you, though, so yeah, it was random. He's like, haha. She's like, so? Wink, wink, wink. And he's like, question mark. And she's like, so that you know she likes you, do you see her the same way? And he's like, I don't know. She's like, figure it out, my friend. And he's like, well, fuck. She's like, lol. He's like, I don't know, like, even if I did, then what? She's like, huh? He's like, even if I liked her, then what? And she's like, then you gotta start hinting at it and flirting a little. He's like, I don't know how, so. Because he's like a clueless boy. He's nothing with a girl, like, no dating or anything. So, stressful. Anyways, thank you guys for watching so much. Welcome to week 2. Don't forget to leave what you think, some advice, and how your week went in the comment section below. I love you guys so much. Again, don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Thank you so much for my new subscribers. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. Sorry I talked so much in this one, but this week was hella interesting. Anyways, I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys on Friday. Okay, bye guys.